What is up, guys? It is the Citrus here today, and I'm coming at you with episode 97 of our Adventure Quest Let's Play. We are approaching episode 100, slowly but steadily. And the last episode was 8 days ago, and that's kind of a long time, but like I said, about a week, which, 7 days, 8 days, what's the difference? It's about a week either way. And, like always, it's a tradition on this channel to do this at least once a week, and we're going to do it. So, we need stuff to do, and I do have some stuff to do, but I need to go into some place to see my gear first, and then I will be able to see better. Okay, so what do we actually need? As far as lightning, what are you called? Energy, sorry. I've been playing too much Pokemon lately. I'll get into that later. But here we go. We need new energy armor. We could do with some new ice armor, although that's pretty good. I'm gonna say it's decently good. And other than that, there's not too much else we can do here as far as armors go. We might want to try to get better ones later on, but this one's the main concern for me. And I actually had a suggestion, and I'm gonna do the suggestion because I want to do the Taladosian set. So we're gonna go find it really quick. I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me correct, it's right here. So if memory serves me right, that this is what I'm supposed to do, and I'm almost positive it is. So we're not gonna do any dialogue, but as far as dialogue goes, I do like the dialogue in this game, but in the Let's Plays I usually skip over it if you've watched the Let's Play. Except for the Devourer Saga, because I had a point on my channel where I did the Devourer Saga, and I actually, read each word, and it was actually pretty interesting, because the story is actually really good. But welcome, travelers, to Talados. Alright, it's kind of weird that this actually might be an energy armor, but it's underwater, which kind of makes sense, because, the opposite element to water would be energy, so maybe it's kind of like making I don't know, an analogy or something. I don't even know. But earlier I mentioned that I've been playing a lot of Pokemon lately, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. So Pokemon has always been something that I enjoyed a lot whenever I was younger. It wasn't honestly something that I carried on past Pokemon Platinum, I think. I never played the new generation Pokemon. After Sinnoh, which is Piplup and stuff like that, I never played past that. I didn't get into it, and I never bought the games. I never even finished Pokemon Platinum, which was basically still Sinnoh. I played a lot of Diamond, but Emerald and Ruby and stuff, those were my favorite Pokemon games, and those were some of the ones I played the most. But I got an emulator on my phone, which I have an iPhone 4S, which it's kind of hard to find emulators. And there's actually a story behind that, because there's this kid at school who was playing it on iPhone, was playing Pokemon on the iPhone. And I originally, before that, I was like, well, yeah, I didn't even know you could do that. I thought that was only on Androids and whatnot. So I looked it up 2 days later, I think, because I wanted to look it up before that, but it was 2 days later instead because I didn't have time. And by the time that I actually looked it up, it was, well, it already was taken off the Apple Store, but it was actually online, and it was taken down. So I was a day late. If I went on the day he told me about it, I would have been able to download it then and there. But anyway, fast forward to a month or two ago maybe, I was on my way to my campground, and I was just surfing the web, and I was kind of curious. I looked up iOS emulators, and sure enough, I found one that's pretty awesome. It's a GBA for iOS, and you can play GBA games on your iPhone, which is a lot of fun. Now, the agreement that you sign, well, not the agreement that you sign, but you press OK to, is that you own a copy of the game legally in real life. So, I mean, obviously a lot of people aren't going to do that, but I have all of the old Pokemon games, so as far as that goes, I'm not breaking any laws. I think they do that simply because they want you to be held responsible rather than them, because, if for whatever reason, I don't know why, but let's say that you did get into, whatever kind of trouble or whatever, and they'd be like, oh, well, it says right here that you signed an agreement that you have this game. And then, they might contact the company and be like, well, they said they did, and they don't, so it's not our fault. But, anyway, I downloaded Emerald first, Pokemon Emerald, and then I downloaded like Pokemon Fire Red and whatever. But I didn't play Emerald because I had played through Emerald so many times, so I wanted to play Fire Red kind of because I never really played Fire Red too much. Like I played Leaf Green. Actually, I never played Fire Red in general because I bought Leaf Green. If you don't know how the Pokemon games work, it's like you buy one or you buy the other. You buy Fire Red or you buy Leaf Green. They're the same experience, but there's some slight changes as far as the Pokemon that you can get in each game. It's kind of like, I think they mostly do it, well, one, for monetary gain, but two, because say that you have a friend that plays Pokemon, you get Leaf Green, he gets Fire Red, you trade some Pokemon, and you can get all the Pokemon. But either way, I played through Fire Red, I beat the game. It's quite a fun game, actually. It takes a lot of time, but for the most part, I play it like at school and sometimes at home. This weekend, though, was pretty much taken up by me going through gyms 5 to 8 and then beating the Elite Four. And it was actually a lot of fun. I really liked the games. And then I went on to kind of want to play more, but maybe something I had never played before, because I played Leaf Green, and Fire Red is essentially Leaf Green, but a little bit different Pokemon here and there. But I downloaded, they're called hacks, basically. Now, not like hacks as in like hacking the actual game. What they do is they go, well, I guess they are kind of hacking it, but what they do is they go into the game, like the actual regular games, and they edit them, or they kind of make their own games. So they're unique storylines with unique combinations of Pokemon, and sometimes even made up Pokemon. But they're actually a lot of fun because, one, they're stories that you've never seen before. Two, some of them have really unique stories, and three, they actually have some pretty cool combinations, because if you play Fire Red, you can't get things from Sinnoh, and you can't get ones from, well, you can get them from Johto, but by that time you already beat the game, so I mean, what's the point there? There's a couple that I got that are pretty cool. Like, instead of starting out with any of the normal starter Pokemon, you start out with a dragon type. Like, you start out with a, like a Dratini or something like that, or one of the 3 dragon types, and it's pretty cool. But enough of me talking about Pokemon. It doesn't really matter, but I am recording this at 3:19 p.m. on a good old Tuesday night or afternoon. I just got home from school a little bit ago, probably about 20 minutes ago or so. I usually get home about 2:50 or 3 o'clock, depending on how late my bus is running. But I am going outside to rake my leaves later, and I figured I'd do this before I went out to rake leaves, because I want to get this set, and also I wanted to make an Adventure Quest video. So I'm not actually sure if we'll finish this as far as like all on camera. I mean, we're gonna do it all on camera, but I'm saying, like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to speed it up or whatever. I'm not sure how long the set actually takes to get. I'm assuming it can't be that hard to get, honestly, but it is a Mastercraft set, which leads me to believe it's a very good set, which leads me to believe it could take a while. But who knows? Who knows? I've been using this Darkness Pet this entire time, and I kind of didn't notice that. But that's alright. Anyway, as far as raking leaves goes, a lot of people like just don't rake leaves, and a lot of people, that makes sense for a lot of people. Honestly, raking leaves is kind of pointless for a lot of people. If I live in a neighborhood, so the way that I look at it personally is that, like, you live in a neighborhood with other people in close proximity with them, and if they rake their leaves and then you don't rake yours, then, like, your leaves can just blow into theirs, and then, I mean, obviously your neighbor is not going to walk on over. He's not going to waltz over to your house and be like, yo, Jake, so I've been finding leaves on my property, and you guys weren't raking them. Is that your fault? And that's your fault. You better go rake them. They're not going to say that, but they're going to probably be decently angry because they already did their job, and now you're not doing yours, so they have to do double the work or whatever. Or they could have no trees at all, which would be even worse, because it's like, oh, I don't even have any trees in my yard. Get out of my swamp. But, we'll see how it goes. There's actually not that many leaves out there anymore. Most of the leaves have fallen off the trees by this point, although it's decently weird weather we have, because, like, right now it is nice, and that's why I'm going to do the leaves today. I will look up on my phone right now, actually, what temperature it is. But I think it's like 60-something, and I'll look it up exactly so I can get the actual temperature here, weather, and bam, 68 degrees. I thought it was close to 70. 68 degrees, okay? But guess what? Tomorrow, Wednesday, it's supposed to be like 50, like in the 50s, which I mean, it still isn't bad, but it's supposed to be like a low of 28. Then by Thursday, it's down to 37, and it stays there for the rest of the week. Fall is weird. Fall is very weird. It never makes sense, the weather that you get in fall. I'm telling you that. As far as that goes, though, this battle is quite weird because I hate fighting with this weapon. I want a new energy weapon so bad. And I don't know if you get one from this quest, but I very much hope you do, because it's absolutely terrible. You do the special attack, and it's just not good at all. So we will actually we'll go balls to the wall here, honestly, and just do this and do this. Because this regens mana, I'm pretty sure. Yep, the armor regens mana. I could even go crazier and get the staff that regens mana. But how much does it... Oh, that's why. So this guy actually takes away your mana. So wearing this is about pointless as anything in the world. But it is an offensive lean on my armor. Although it's not very defensive against water. So I might go back to this. I'm not sure. Boom. Yeah, I mean... Okay. I only hit one of those attacks. Hopefully we get some lucky hits here. I'm assuming there might be 3 rooms. I'm not exactly sure because I'm in the second room right now and there's battles in each one. So if I were to take a guess, I'd say there's at least 3, and I could also make a guess that there might be even upwards of 5. So we'll have to see how the cookie crumbles, but I just hit a 25, folks. You got it here on me, Citrus Panda, hitting a 25 whenever you're level 101 is quite dumb. Alright, but it is kind of funny though, because honestly, like, the weapons in this game have a attacking range. They don't actually have like an attack, like a definite attack. They have a range. So whenever you look at this, it's 10 to 25, but that's modified slightly, and then depending on, you know, just how lucky you are. And if you get a lucky strike, obviously, it's a little bit different as well. So these aren't the hardest opponents, thankfully, because honestly, if they were, we probably would be doing worse. Although this is a decently hard quest, because although they're not tough opponents, it's like a wearing you down kind of thing. Like, eventually, it's going to be very, very hard to keep this going. Why? Okay, there we go. I'm going to drink some mana potions, because I don't think this thing actually drains your mana, and I need to fight and win. But I think, okay, the pets hit a lot. But I could potentially nullify damage, so maybe we'll go with that. Well, first of all, let's go Solar Staff, try to hit a lot with spells really quick. No lucky hit. I was really hoping for a lucky hit, or double lucky hit, and hitting like 800. Oh wait, I have her on late attack. That's not what I wanted. Heal me. Okay, I want to see how much that actually does heal, and then we'll go from there. Because if it's not really worth the heals that she gives me, like if she's not healing what the damage they do is, then I'll probably just take out an attacking pet. That's a sizable amount. In fact, right there, she actually healed me more than they hit me. So we'll keep her out for now. A 77 lucky hit. That's not even a lucky hit. It's dumb. Alright, see, that's the main attacking that he does that actually hurts me sometimes. But there we go, there we go, there we go. These battles might be a little bit longer because, honestly, like, whenever I don't have any mana, it's a long battling process for a mage without mana. You can do it, certainly, and you don't hit nothing because you don't hit like really low, but you hit pretty low. I mean, the cool thing about my other character, but I don't really have him very high level, my pure warrior, was that like you never even depended on mana at all. The only reason I even used mana on that character was to summon the Gaiden, or whatever his name is, Gaiden something, and like he would cost mana, I think, every single turn, but like other than that, I didn't worry about anything but my health. In fact, half the time I'd like let myself get low so that I could use my Berserker's armor and hit like really high. But I don't remember having too much luck on that build because it was a lower level and I was mostly focusing on strength and dexterity. But luck is pretty awesome in this build because of the fact that whenever I do hit a lucky strike, I can hit quite a bit. But that's level 88. We should be able to do this quite fine without too much of a problem, I think. I wish we could like regen mana like somewhere, like Twilly. Twilly, why aren't you just standing here? You stand like everywhere in the world, like every single quest line in the game, but you're just not even here, man. You're slacking off on the job. He's like me on YouTube. He slacks off. Although I would say I've actually always thought about like why I haven't quit doing YouTube all these years. I mean, obviously one is because I enjoy it, but another thing is I've quit a lot of things that I actually enjoy. I used to enjoy drawing a lot, and I just don't do it anymore and stuff like that, which I kind of want to get back into, but I'm kind of a lazy person, I'll be honest. I always kind of wonder, like, what made me stick with YouTube? And I think one of the biggest reasons of YouTube that I stick with it is that, one, I really like it, but two, it's like, I don't, it doesn't really matter. Like, if I don't do a video for a week, there's going to be people in the comments being, like, maybe saying stuff, but, like, there's nobody, like, above me or something being like, yo, V Citrus Panda, you gotta step up your game, man. You gotta be making these videos. I'm pretty sure if maybe I didn't make a video for like 3 months, maybe TGM would contact me, but I don't know, because that one video I have, like, the most popular video I have is of my friend. It's a really old video of him eating a ghost chili, and like, I think that video alone like makes my channel active enough that honestly they'd probably just like let my channel go, because I don't know, they probably just do it. Alright, so we're down to the wire here, and I'm hoping that's the end of the quest, I'm gonna be honest, but that's doubtful, honestly. One, that could be the end of the quest. Two, it could be a healing chest, and then we gotta do this all over again or something crazy like that. That would just be absolutely crazy. But I'm gonna pause the video really quick, and I'll come back whenever I finish this room. So we're coming back temporarily, and I'm just gonna say I've gotten pretty far. And I looked it up online, and from what I understand, there's supposed to be like 7 chests, and like I've only found 1 personally. I did find this thing that heals you though, which is pretty much needed to finish this. But I'm just gonna pause the video. I'm actually going outside to go rake leaves right now. I'll be back in to finish the quest later, and I'll upload this probably later tonight, unfortunately. But there's no other way to get around this because it's just taking so long to actually get the job done. So I'll be back later. Alright, so we are here at the boss fight, and we're ready to go. We'll see how this goes. I don't think it's going to be too difficult, or it might be pretty challenging, but I think we'll be okay. Why do I have energy armor right now, you might be asking? Well, I killed 2 of the babies of this thing, and from what I gathered from them, he actually attacks with energy attacks rather than water. Although it says he's water, he actually attacks with electric, but we'll see. Hopefully he attacks with electric like his little baby things. And that is true. Alright, he actually doesn't hit that much compared to the baby ones seem to hit more. I'm not really sure. But he should be a pretty decently easy fight. I actually thought it was maybe going to be pretty challenging, because whenever I fought one of the baby ones... Oh, okay, that's actually pretty powerful. Whenever I don't have my... I'll split half water, half energy. That would work better, I think. Because, yeah, that works good. Alright, so... I was actually attacking the babies, and their fights look exactly like the other regular monster fights. So I went into a fight thinking that it was going to be a regular monster, but it ended up being one of these baby things. And I was out of mana, so I only had my auto attacks. And I thought for a minute I was actually going to lose, because it kept healing from my attacks. And I was like, well, I don't know if I can win this or not. So I actually remembered that I had the armor, the ice armor that I have has the built-in ice attack, and since ice is really powerful against those baby ones, and it's even more powerful against this dude, so we shall use it right now. And this is our trump card, and this is awesome actually. Watch how much damage this will do. Ridiculous amounts of damage. This is the same thing I used to kill Akraloth, and this is the same thing I used to kill this guy. It's so powerful, especially whenever their resistances for it are so high. It's just ridiculous the amount of damage it puts out. So there we go, next, and I'm gonna heal before I go on, honestly. But I think this is over. I don't think there's much left to the quest, if there's any at all. And that was a pretty long quest, honestly. That took a long time. After I went out and raked leaves, I came back in, and I've been doing it since like 5:50 or something, and it's 6:50 now. So it took a while, but I think it was probably worth it, I think. I don't know. Hopefully I'll get the armor and the weapon and whatever it is. So here we go, Soothsayer. Alright, so we'll get level 90 armor. Unfortunately we can't get level 105, but that's good enough for me. So we shall sell our Asgardian plate, because we don't need that, or whatever you want to call it, plate or armor. So we're gonna buy this first off. That's the armor. We're also gonna buy the shield because why not? We're buying everything honestly because I mean this took so long to do that I'm not gonna do this for a really long time. So I need to do it now rather than later. So we'll put this up there. Is that there's 8 shields you can have, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's it. Put that all the way up there just because I like it up there. And so we have everything there, I think. Right? Yeah. As far as that light, okay, that should be up there, and I am nab should be sold, right? That sounds correct to me. All right, so we got 1, 2. What? Oh boy. Okay. Oh, so you have to save the order. Okay. So put that up there, and then put that up there. I won't be too picky about everything else, but there we go. Save sort order. There we go. Alright, so the pets, we'll buy that. Why not? Why not? It doesn't have a charisma rating over there, so we won't. We'll have to see about that. They've got misc items, but they start at level 105, which is just kind of a bummer because I kind of wanted that. But you can put those in your house, I do believe. But I'm not wasting that many tokens, nor do I have that many tokens. We got melee damage, but what I want is magic damage. All right, that sounds good. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but I guess I'll sell this while I'm here. Oh man, thank everything. Thank God that like that thing right there exists. Because I just did all this, and I got that because I really hated the weapon that I had right now, and I used it for energy attacks. Now, before we leave, we got Rod of Talados. We got the robes. We got the shield. And for some reason, this still is not saving as it's in our inventory. Okay, save sort order. Thank you very much. We shall put that up there. The Gatling gun will stay in there. And I think we're good to go. Alright, so let's skedaddle and let's get out of here. Let's leave and let's test that out really quick. Let's actually see what it looks like and everything, because obviously I've never seen this before, but let's see what it looks like. Alright, so boom. Okay, that's kind of odd, but it makes your character very skinny, but this is for energy. Yep, okay. So we got that, and then we put on, I actually want to see what that looks like really quick, and I want to see the before we do anything, I want to do this really quick. Okay, because I actually never saw the resistance with this, but I'm not really sure why I have that whenever I have daylight savings time, so I don't really know at all. I'll have to go back in and change that around, because daylight savings time is actually my shield for light and darkness, so not sure how I even got the Arthurian shield, but we'll have to see. Alright, so what do we want? Okay, sorry, I was messing up there. Alright, so with that and that, we have 37 resistance to energy, and then we can put on the Rod of Talos, why not? And let's see the attacks in this armor, maybe the special attack for this weapon. Alright, that's a pretty awesome attack. I really like that, actually. That's really awesome. Alright, it's a 2 attack armor, but it's got really cool animations on it. Oh, it's a 1 attack armor sometimes. So it's one of the types of armors where you can hit a lot of times or hit multiple times, which I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm thinking the double attack seem to do a lot more damage, but that could just be situational. But I want to see the special attack on the weapons, so we're just gonna sit here and see what it does. Hopefully, I'm not actually sure if it has a special attack. Oh, there we go. As the special attack, I'm talking about it. There's the beam coming out. All right, so there we go, guys. That's a Taladosian set. It was recommended to me by a couple people as an energy set, and it's pretty awesome. Now, it doesn't have any skills with it. It does, and we have this built-in energy blast, which hits. Oh my god, that hits so high. So that's another armor that hits very high. This and the ice armor I have both hit very, very high. And I'm just going to flee through this battle. Oh, I used all my SP with that little ability I just used there. So I have to wait. But whenever I get enough SP, I'm going to leave the battle. And I'm going to go check something really quick before I end off the video. So failure, obviously. But if you go in the inn, and then shopping, and then beginner, and then inventory, what do we have as far as shields go? Because, like, I don't need that. I don't know why I have it, but the daylight savings time is absolutely ridiculous as far as that goes. So I'm going to sell that shield, but maybe it was really important. I don't even know. But that might have been from the gold boxes that I did in one episode. But it doesn't really matter what it is. We got the armor. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.